Hey guys, I'm Jerusha and you're watching Jerusha Couture TV. These type of videos always make me so nervous. They make me nervous because I'm always afraid that I'm going to forget something or forget an item. But this is my Chanel collection video. My entire Chanel collection minus beauty products. I'm not going to show beauty products or perfume because that would be way too long. So this is going to be from the fashion house, so not Chanel Beauty. Let's get into it so it's not too long. My baby is on the floor. Mum life. If you don't see an item, hopefully I haven't forgotten it, excuse me, or I sold it. That's it. And I haven't done a what I sold and why, but I will get around to that. But I can tell you, as I did say last time, it's to fund this huge influx of Chanel. So as we know, Chanel ain't cheap. And to start off with, I'll start with their incredibly expensive items. Fashion jewelry. Yes, correct. Fashion jewelry. Not even high-end jewelry. They're fashion jewelry. So it's made of metals. It is not gold-plated. They're not real pearls, they're glass pearls, and there is nothing valuable to them. Yet, the price is astronomical and everyone mentions that. This is my first item. This is my Pearl CC chain that I got from my husband. To show you this first because we want to wear it. The cool thing about these chains are, I'll show you cutaways as well. The cool thing about these chains, and Chanel mostly does these on all of their pendant chains, is that they're two clasps, there's two adjustments. Wearing it on a long length. Baby, you okay? Good boy. And wearing it on a short length. So today we're gonna wear it on a short length. It's a good size, I like that. I would like this size in a brooch, that would be so pretty. And these are the studs that came in the 19K. Yes, yes, the 19K winter K, was it K? Yes, because A was meant to be done. So this is a 19K CC star and heart with the crystals in it, studs, and these are so gorgeous. What I will tell you, however, about the earrings, I unboxed these and then I unboxed them and wore them in a vlog or something, and I was like, oh, they're so cute, except these plastic discs on the back. I have so many holes that like it doesn't sit nicely because I have so many holes. And a subby was like, just pop them off. And I was like, cool, you can just pop them off. So I popped them off and I threw them out. And damn it, you shouldn't do that, because if you want to have them on, they're really great for weight bearing. And they don't, like if it's a little stud and they're weight bearing, they pull forward. Rookie mistake. So don't throw out the plastic backs. I will tell you where I got them from. So this was Bondi Junction before the renovation, the necklace, and these were from City Store, Castlereagh Street with Ellen, may I say there. Next up would be in this little box. I keep them like so in my drawer. So it is in here. And these are the CC gold hoops, which are not too big. They seem, it's a little deceiving in pictures because they seem, you don't know sort of the scale of them, but they've just got the CCs going around them, and then again, they are the 19K winter collection, and I got these from a personal shopper called Love Lux, yes, on Instagram. I'll link her below. They're nice. Again, should have kept the metal backing on them. So silly. These in this little box are another pair. All of them come with the care card to show you how to deal with any gems or stones falling out. They're pricey and they can break pretty easy, and yet we still buy them. These, which in my first impressions of my Nano Speedy from Louisvuitton I wore. I got so many amazing compliments because these are real showstoppers. Any of the pendant dropping earrings from Chanel are showstoppers, and these are the brushed gold large CCs with like the filigree around the outside drop earrings. And I also got these from Luxe Lover, a personal shopper. You can find them. They are a Rev piece now. They've come back in, I wouldn't say classic, but they've bought them back in. They're super expensive on the resale market, so if you can go through a personal shopper, you might get a better deal. Last little item here in my fashion jewelry collection, which has really only happened this year, because until then I just had this. And this is the incredibly famous Chanel script pearl and like Swarovski crystal brooch. I also got this from Luxe Lover, my personal shopper, when it just was going gangbusters, so I just knew I had to get my hands on one because it would just be sold out and I couldn't get in to see Ellen. I do want to move on to SLGs next technically, but however, I'm just going to go with whatever I can grab because in collection videos it's a bit hard like that and I don't have it all with me. I'm sitting at my desk. So this was my first ever Chanel purchase, first ever Chanel handbag. I went from sort of like nothing to the most in like a vintage sense. This is my vintage classic flap. Classic double flap in the medium to large, or just medium. Yeah, classic flap in the lambskin with the 18 karat gold plated hardware. They don't make gold plated anymore. I got this off a Japan consignment store called Atlantis Tokyo. I really recommend them. They're really great. Their inventory is really good quality. Obviously it's really vintage, so all of the quilting is gone. I've thought of parting with this many a time, however I haven't, and I think I'm at a point where I'm just like, maybe it's not going anywhere. Trust me, it changes every day, but this is my vintage flap. Sticking with a classic, however it is discontinued, but it's classic nonetheless. It is discontinued new from the boutique, but this is the Grand Shopper Tote, or GST, in black caviar leather with gold hardware, and it's in the standard size. It's not the XL size, and it's not the petite. So the petite is the PST, Petite Shopper Tote, jeez. And I got this from Fashion File right back when it was like my fourth or fifth Chanel bag. I dived straight in and I just grabbed this as well as my single jumbo flap. I don't get a lot of use out of it at all. I don't use it really that much at all, but being such a classic and being discontinued, I still haven't decided to part with it. But that is my GST. This is my Chanel rectangular mini flap in the black caviar silver hardware. And I got this puppy off fashionfile.com. I saw that unboxing. I was so stoked to get this because I knew it was the burgundy lining. And it was that sort of like much sturdier collection when they did the caviar and whatnot versus lambskin, which is a lot of the mini flaps are currently coming in. So this is a gorgeous, gorgeous bag, and I love how fresh it is in the silver hardware. This is my Chanel Urban Spirit backpack in the large size. I was so on the hunt for this exact exact combination in this bag, and I walked into the Castle Ray boutique to Ellen, my essay there, and I just asked her, and she sent a runner to the stock room and they picked it up. I was just like, what? I was so surprised. This is the Urban Spirit backpack in the large size in the calf skin leather black with the gold hardware. I haven't been using it all that much lately. I don't think, I love a backpack, however, the way it squishes down is a little frustrating in its use. But again, it's so beautiful that it's, you know, it's not going anywhere in my collection. This would have to be one of my be-all and end-all handbags, period. But definitely my be-all and end-all handbag from Chanel. And that is simply because of the way I acquired it. I acquired it for my 30th birthday. The hunt was so real for this bag and this exact combination. It was wild. I just beelined for this exact combination because these are the large quilts. Then they had the next line which had the regular quilting size, and this is like the double stitch look, and it's the medium to large boy bag, ruthenium hardware, so the aged kind of brushed silver hardware. And I picked this up in the calf leather, and I picked this up from fashionfile.com for my 30th birthday, and I could not be happier. It was such a momentous feeling when I got this handbag. Next handbag up is this guy, and this is a new acquisition from this year as well. It is from the actually I think it was 19K. Was it? I'm pretty sure it was. I don't think it was in Matière d'Arne. I think it was 28 series. Pretty sure. Yeah, so roughly the last collection that was out, so still very, very new. But this is the matte black. Like, it is so matte. I don't know how to explain that even more. See that? It's the matte black caviar in the Business Affinity in the medium size. Beautiful size bag. The small was so small, it's like a mini. With the champagne gold hardware, 4 feet on the bottom. This is such a beautiful bag. It's got the top handle, it's got the long shoulder or crossbody, it's a high crossbody strap inside. Its compartments, its compartmentalizing is so handy inside. It's a great kind of grab and go size. It's not too cumbersome. It does, however, slip off the shoulder on the shoulder setting quite badly, quite a lot. It's the shape of the bag that it's kind of like this, you know, little kind of top handly kind of bowling bag shape, that it just pops off your hip and slips off your shoulder. That is very frustrating. However, it's just too gorgeous to part with. So that is my Business Affinity, and I got this from Castlereagh Street with Ellen. You know what? Yeah, okay. Now you're just going to start noticing pigeonholes empty behind me. That's fine. With no introduction, I cannot tell you how many people have asked to buy this off me. Not just people or subbies or whatever, or viewers or anything, resellers. I have had resellers, I have had consignment stores ask me if I was, you know, considering on parting with it, that they didn't have one on their site. Honestly, they have not done anything like it since. So this was the spring summer collection, the By the Sea collection. It's the all over pearl embossed mini flat bag with the champagne gold hardware. This is a keepsake piece for me right now. It is an investment piece. I have not used it. Yes, I have photographed it, but I have not used it. I have not taken it out in public. I have not put my items in it and worn it and used it. I've taken photos of it because it's stunning, but it just sits on my shelf in the background, and that's all it does. It is a work of art. You should see this thing in person. It's out of this world. And I picked this up. I called and asked about it, and Bondi Junction had one, so I raced in there and I picked it up from Sunny when she was my SA in Bondi Junction. Sticking with Sunny in Bondi Junction, this also gets asked about if I'm planning on letting it go, or would I think of letting it go. It's so poofy and beautiful. This is my Chanel mini, Chanel rectangular mini, sorry, in the chevron quilted lambskin leather with the champagne gold hardware in the color purple. I walked into Bondi boutique and I said to Sunny, do you have any rectangular mini? She said yes, that one, pointed to the mannequin and said that's all I have in the boutique. And I was just like, I'll take it. And it was one of the, it actually was the second new bag, was it the second new bag I had ever bought after my walk. My walk was my first bag I bought, and then it was this, and I just like did it off a whim, and I think that's what started all the new buying. But I have enjoyed it so much. As I said, a lot of people ask if I want to part with it because of the color, and it's just, it is really fabulous. The champagne gold hardware is so flattering. I'm so glad that Chanel are doing that on most bags now. So sticking with investment pieces and a keepsake piece, this holy grail unicorn slice of heaven beautifulness, which is a Chanel rectangular mini flap in the light gold. That was the name of the color. Light gold in the caviar leather in the chevron quilting, and silver hardware, and it's this amazing harlequin type greens, purples, pinks, golds. I mean, honestly, it throws every color of the rainbow. I purchased this off a consignment store personal shopper. Her name is Zhennie. Love Lots Luxury. I adore her. I adore Zhennie. I love her shop. As I say, I love these personal shoppers and consignment stores. Like, I like them as friends. I would love to see her one day in Singapore. Oh my gosh. And I put out a search for it, and she responded and said she had one brand new for me, and I was like, no way. So this is sitting on my shelf. I think it is gorgeous. However, it's just a keepsake right now. Empty pigeonholes. Next up is this little guy. This was one of those shockers similar to this Urban Spirit backpack that I just off a whim said to Ellen in the boutique, do you have this? And I showed her a picture that I took of it hanging on the mannequin in Bondi Junction, and she was like, do you mean this? I was just like, what? Are you kidding me? It comes up a lot peachier on camera, but it's like this nudie beige, amazing toned. Oh my god, it's so beautiful. It's got a brushed gold hardware, and it's this gorgeous little camera bag. We couldn't for the life of us work out what collection it was from. She did in the end get it. I think it was like 18p that it came from, and they just still had one in stock, and I freaked. I was like, oh my gosh, the attention to detail on the hardware is beautiful. It's so insane. It's just a gorgeous, gorgeous little camera bag. So yep, from Castlereagh from Ellen. Next up would be this guy, and this is my Chanel Jumbo single flap in black caviar with gold hardware. And this was the 2009 release of the Jumbo, but it is not a classic because it does not have that sewn in second flap. So that makes it the classic double flap. This is the single flap, which yes, makes it a lot lighter, makes it a far bigger space for you to use, so it's a lot more sort of user friendly and just so much lighter. So that is so great. I picked this up from fashionfile.com with, as I said, with my GST at the same time, and got a ton of use out of it. I don't use it as much anymore, but it's gorgeous nonetheless. This is a newbie. This is a very new Chanel bag, and this was from, I want to say 19k, but I feel like I've been saying it the whole time. Maybe this was before. Now I can't remember what collection this is from. Anyway, it's from this year. I don't think it's Métier d'Art. Maybe A. In between. There was a middle collection. B. 19B. Hello. 19B. Yes. So this is the little drawstring. It's not called little. Drawstring bucket bag in the navy colour. I saw Miss Luxe Purse Love, Miss Melinda unboxed it in the larger size. I fell in love with it. I fell in love with the navy. I fell in love with the champagne gold hardware together. I thought it was such a classic combo. And this is the mini size. Australia only got the mini size. It's got the top handle and the crossbody strap, or the strap inside, and it is such a user-friendly bag because it's a little drawstring. You can throw things in and out, and it's really cute. I got it from Castlereagh Street with Ellen. Okay, 2 more bags and I think we're done. I think we're done. I'm sure we're done. This is my Chanel Trendy CC in the small size. The Trendy is a classic line now of handbags, along with the Coco handle. It is signatured with its bar that has Chanel in the laser cutting there, and it has the 2 rivets on the side which keep the strap. There's like a shoulder strap inside. It has the 3 compartments similar to a pochette Matisse, so very user friendly. And this is in like the baby pink. It's not that like bubblegum pink that came out, it's like a baby pink. And I saw this, and I think it was from 18 something as well, and I saw it in the boutique, passed on it, and then wanted it, and then got in contact with a beautiful personal shopper, consignment store owner Sandy, Timeless Vogue, on Instagram. She's from Australia, and she hunted this down, and it's brand new, and got it for me, and I unboxed it, and I was stoked because I tried it on. I love trendies in the chevron. I think they look so classic. And lastly, I think for handbags, is this little unicorn, which I have used. I have used this. Miss Lindy totally influenced me to get this. This is the Chanel classic flap in the small size, a very kind of rare, sort of not bought a lot size. People usually go for the medium or a jumbo. They don't, or a mini flap, but in the classic flaps, a small is not really like sought after as such until this collection. So this is the 19C that everyone went crazy about, the like iridescent pink, Barbie pink. This is just the craziest color, and in person, and it's so crazy. I went pink crazy this year. My femininity came out. I have 2 boys, but I turned into the biggest girly girl ever. And I got this bag, and once I realized how much of a premium I paid for it, I was like, I am just using it. I'm using it. I got it off a personal shopper off Instagram. I will link her below. Her name's Linda. She was great. All my personal shoppers are great. It is in the iridescent caviar leather with the champagne gold hardware, and it is so beautiful. It makes me so happy when I use this bag. It really, really does. Okay, this is where you add that like 100 hours later thing. Sorry, baby. He needed to be changed and put to bed. I did realize that I had forgotten an item. It was in the fashion jewelry. Lucky, because it's gorgeous and definitely one of my favorites from 19B. That whole time I was putting Zaki to bed, I'm like, was I saying 19K? I didn't shop 19K. 19B, the winter collection. And this is the Wonderless or Snowfall, which is the beautiful, I'll get cutaways, beautiful crystals with the CC, and these Swarovski crystals just really sparkle, like they're really clear and white. And this was the CC brooch. I love the size of it. It's a little bit bigger than, say, if I did have a brooch that size, but it's not too big. And I didn't have a CC brooch yet, so that was that item. I'm moving on to SLGs and closing with SLGs now. That is all my bags. If there's one missing, it's because I sold it, but I don't think there is. Right, this guy, first up, this is my black and burgundy collection. So this is my O-Zip wallet or O-Zip card case or coin compartment case. It is black caviar gold hardware with burgundy lining, and it's just the regular size. It doesn't have the pocket on the back, but I got this from, let's say Bondi. Did I? What? Yeah, Bondi. Back when I shopped with Michael in Bondi before it was renovated. In this box is my first ever SLG, which is the large, so it's XL card case it's known as now, but this was like the first time it was released. So back on my Hong Kong trip, I bought this on Canton Road Chanel, and she was like, oh, this is like the new style, do you want to look at it? And then they stopped it. And when I did the unboxing of this, I can't tell you how many people are like, where is that? The card case with the smile pocket on the back. And this is in caviar leather with silver hardware. It's also got burgundy lining. So now you can get this style in the last 2 collections, they do have that style. So I got that in Hong Kong. To match the black and burgundy collection, just putting it back in the pouch, is this guy. I still have this. It's really my most used item actually. And this is the mini O case in the lambskin leather, burgundy lining, and the champagne gold hardware. This is my first piece of champagne gold hardware. Ding! There's the beautiful burgundy lining. And I got this off a SUBBIE, Shanti. Hi! In Melbourne. She was selling this and she contacted me when I put out a search for. She was like, I'm selling mine. So I snagged that. This is my 4-ring key holder from Chanel in the lambskin leather with the champagne gold hardware. And this is it. It was in, at the time I got it from fashiondesigner. And it was like the newer style. The hooks are like the newer style, but now the new style has a little flip out ring because they've realized people put their car fobs, like want to hang it out, not stretch it. So it's in lambskin. It does scratch up quite a lot. However, it's such a useful little piece because it's got this slip pocket on the back for like my swipe key. So yeah, next up would be more black with burgundy lining. Because in 19B, I still went a little crazy. So in this box is my, I guess it's just called flat card holder, but it's the one with the new little top zip. So it's taller and it's got this little body compartment in the middle with the zip so you can add coins or whatnot. It's got the burgundy lining and champagne gold hardware, and it's got card slots on the back. I have used this piece so much. It's my only flat card holder left. So actually, yeah, now you can see some items that have gone. It's my only flat card holder left. And it's in that matte caviar, black matte caviar. The black caviar to match my business affinity is beautiful. This little item came all the way from Paris, from 31 Rue Cambon, which sits behind me, all my 31 Rue Cambon packaging. And this is the gorgeous little beauty case, beauty case I think it's called. And it is in the caviar leather with the champagne gold hardware. It's like the little half moon shape. This is like the mini one, and then there's a bigger beauty case. It's got the puffy wipeable lining inside and one little like elastic pouch. And I got this from my personal shopper, the Front Row Paris, and I was like so specific that it had to come from 31 Rue Cambon, and she found it for me, so I was stoked. And then this last item is a go back and find item because I had fallen in love with it and when I saw it and didn't jump on it, so I went back and used a personal shopper, which is so good what they can do. Go back and find it for you, and she did. And this was from the 19B, so the winter collection, and it is the little phone case, zip, card case, pouch. I don't know, it doesn't really have a name. I suggest you put your phone there. I haven't. And then there's card slots on the back. I have not used it yet. There's still a sticker on it, but it's in that matte, the same matte black caviar with the champagne gold hardware. I saw it, I didn't get it, and I just regretted it, so I picked it up from Luxe Lover, my personal shopper. She can find anything. So lastly, is it lastly? I don't know, I feel so weird saying that. But lastly, the last few SLGs to show you, and then anything else you don't see has sold. I have sold it. I've been asked, am I selling it? Sometimes I just say yes. So I get a lot of asks of that. In this little package, speaking of Miss Luxe Lover, I put out a massive, can you help me find this item to match my bag in the dust bag? And she did, and it is the iridescent classic card holder. So it's not the bigger size with the pocket on the back or this classic size with the pocket on the back. It's just the original one that matches my classic small perfectly in the iridescent pink with the champagne gold hardware. This is my new favorite SLG, this classic, no pocket on the back, one card compartment and little slip compartment. Favorite Chanel SLG at the moment, 100%. So Miss Luxe Lover found that for me. This guy is the 19C Cruise Collection, the Tiffany blue. The new Cruise has a Tiffany blue in it. However, it's not, I wouldn't call it Tiffany blue, I'd call it aqua. This is like the closest thing to Tiffany blue, Chanel's version of Tiffany blue. One of my subbies said that to me. That's exactly what it is. So this is it again in that classic card holder, no pocket on the back, one compartment. And I got this from, oh, I was going to say Bondi Junction. Yes, I did, Bondi Junction. I saw lots of different items and I got this and the O case, the mini O case, but that sold. And I kept my hands on this. It's got the champagne gold hardware and it's just so gorgeous. It's so gorgeous. So gorgeous that in this box from the winter collection, so 19B, I picked up the pure white. The white's blowing out. This is so white. It is like paper white. It's beautiful. So this is with the slip pocket on the back. I'm impartial to whether I need it or have it. I don't really mind. It's handy, like the key holder. It's really nice. But this is the white caviar leather with the champagne gold hardware. I got over worrying about any dirt or anything because it is white. I try not to freak out about it. I don't know if you can see it, but there is color transfer across the back of these 3 diamonds. You can sort of see it. Because I just used it. It's probably makeup, it may just wipe off. I got this at Bondi Junction. Chanel, I ran in there and I used the SA Jen. She's so gorgeous. Jennifer, if you're going there, go and use her. She's so lovely. And I asked her if she had anything else, and in this box she did. This is the mini O case in this stark white 19B. Unbelievable. It is just so beautiful. It's so white, and it's got the champagne gold hardware, white fabric interior. It's just really beautiful. So the two of them together are such a happy little pair. Okie doke, so that is everything. Yes, if you don't see it, I have sold it. I know I needed to do a what I sold and why. I don't think I'm going to get around to that this year. I'll try. I can't promise, but I'll try. I understand it is helpful, but I keep saying I did it to fund all of these really expensive, like, you know, keepsake bags that are just really expensive, and I feel like I'll just repeat myself. I'm pretty sure that's the main reason. But that does complete my Chanel collection, other than a ton of Chanel makeup, a ton of the Rouge Coco lip glosses. Highly recommend these. I do. I really do. Today I put on Kylie Jenner's Coco collection lip gloss and I sat down and I was like, it's nice, but it just needed that extra zhuzh, and that's exactly what Rouge Cocoa gloss does. It's just got like, it's like a thick, look at it. It's like, it gives me instant like lip filler look. That is it guys. Thank you so much for watching my Chanel collection video. My current Chanel collection. No shoes, all gone. No anything else. I'm sure you might try and guess, but I promise you everything else is being sold. And yeah, if you enjoyed that and want to see my Louis Vuitton collection, please go ahead and give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to my channel already and wish to do so, there is a button below. That would be great guys. I will see you in my next video. Take care. Peace.